G'day everyone, it's Jumbuck at work here, and it's time to duel. We are playing a Yu-Gi-Oh themed mod for Conquest of Elysium, the Gravekeepers. We will be facing off against a variety of summoners to do battle, and while we may not be using a Shizu tier, we have a legendary strategy to beat everyone who faces us. Now, checking our spawn, we're surrounded. We'll quickly grab some cash, stack the army, and try to take the fort. The battle begins, and we move in with our Gravekeepers. We take damage from their archers, but our spells are able to break down the gate, and by the time we reach it, we've already blasted away any stragglers to the graveyard. We also get attacked by bandits, but from our high walls we're able to blast these idiots away and protect our home. We're now free to move around and clear out threats like this lion that we quickly destroy. We then protect the port with some Gravekeeper soldiers and attack this mine. It's a quick duel and we're able to secure our immediate surroundings. We now have a chance to check our spells, and it looks like we can use relics and tribute slaves to summon more monsters. Let's keep exploring until we get enough resources to summon the Dark Magician Girl. Ooh, she's a commander, has some nice spells, and also has access to some rituals. We'll travel some more and find a city. Looks like we could take it, but first I want to add some lesser monsters, which will summon some harpy ladies. We're now in battle phase, and our harpies rush their walls and break the gate, but some suffer some serious damage. The archers are able to fire on us, but we retaliate with magic, and sure enough, we soon take the city. We are unfortunately a little bit poor at the moment, but we do have access to a chimera. Beautiful! It'll help us guard the city, but it's stupid and we can't control it. Still, let's buy some more relics for our rituals and explore just a bit more. Ooh, they fear us, so we're able to collect more gold, and now I get a chance to look over some of my units. I can see an issue. My expendable units that I need to tribute for rituals all come from this guy who's back in the port. Well, let's keep moving, and ooh, Necromancer space. Looks well defended, but we might be able to take it. First, however, I want to start searching some tombs, and it hasn't done anything, at least not yet. Well, we'll get to summon some Celtic Guardians and attack the Dark Citadel while our Chimera wanders off to a tower. Now the Dark Citadel, we take shots from their archers, but the fools open their gates early, and as we approach, our Celtic Guardians cut down their soldiers and we move in closer to pick off the archers. Our Guardian Chimera, however, moves over towards the tower and claws away at their gate. It eventually breaks through, but they get stabbed by a High Lord, and Christ, what a waste. Looks like we did find a Millennium Eye though, and it's going to give this dude a nice little buff. Then a few turns later, we also get the necklace. As we take our time to improve our army, we get a report that the Necromancer was vanquished. Not by us though. We'll then clear out these Raven Spies, and cool, more Millennium items. Now we can get control over more villages and expand further till we meet a warlock. They have some backup and they're ready to fight. Oh, there's also Bakemono coming through. Well, Dark Magician Girl got destroyed, and their other army is very dangerous, but we gotta get our revenge. We rush in as the Earth Elementals burrow beneath us. Our Celtic Guardians battle their army and we cut them down fairly easily. Now we just gotta clean up these pebbles. So yeah, we're kinda in the thick of it right now. I'll need something big to stay safe. We unlock our next tier of rituals, and cool, we're atem now. And this is going to give us access to the god cards. The other factions are free to fight each other as we travel alongside the bloodbath. Now, to summon the gods, we'll need more relics, so we can attack this city which is poorly defended and easily conquered. Now we get to summon some more troops. I summon a horde of Harpies, Celtics, and even Luis. This is one hell of a turn. We can stack some more units, so I've got access to more tributes, and one of our towns get attacked. We'll poke them, but they crash against our walls. But once they get in, they overrun our Gravekeepers, and well, that's rough. Let's try and head over and take it back. On the other side of Elysium, however, we find the capital, and it's a bit out of reach for our current military, so we'll just walk around it. Looks like the knights didn't want to bother pretending with a siege and let us just take the town back. As we keep circling the capital, we find this lot. A ton of slingers on the walls, but we'll get our greater monster summon, and it's the Dark Magician. Oh damn, he also has access to a ton of rituals. but let's see how he fights. The battle begins with our harpy flock rushing the walls, but they quickly take some serious losses. But those that remain claw at the eyes of the defenders and will move closer, blasting them away with our spells. By the time we reach the gate, everyone's on fire and burning to death with only this one dude left. Unfortunately, the warlock has also found one of our bases and sends their earth elementals to demolish our backlines, crushing our bones and keeping us busy till their flame elementals get close enough to cook us. Well, we've lost the town, and just to get worse, our home base of the pyramids get attacked. We have nothing here, so the invaders just walk right on in and we get slaughtered. Well, we lost our base and it's gonna be a while till we get it back. Our main army finds a port that we can take and at least get more relics. And once again, our magic does an amazing job of clearing out the guards, so we're able to take the port fairly easily. We'll then leave this corner of the map, and someone found the rod. We don't actually control our base, so it's just sitting there. Alright boys, it's time to go home. Oh, and as we do, a big warlock army takes another town. Rock elementals once again just burying us. Well, at least we've made it back home, and now we'll hunt down our Markgraf. They don't have anything special, and our army outnumbers them greatly. We walk up and wipe them off the board, which destroys their faction as it was their final commander. Now looking at our rituals, we could try holding out for a god, so let's explore the northern coast looking for anything we can take. We kind of want to find a citadel so we can build an obelisk and get more pilgrims for the tributes, but instead we just run into a mine. Still, we'll take it from the dwarves infesting it, but we are so behind the other factions we need a serious power swing. Luckily, we have the keep right here, and its defenses are pathetic. We destroy their units, and finally prepare for our ascension. Right now, we have 92 pilgrims, but we need much more than that. Our Dark Magician will build an obelisk, and now we can wait for more sacrifices to appear. And if you wanted to join these sacrifices, make sure to subscribe. We end up losing control of this corner, so we'll build another obelisk and try and hurry it up because we're so close. Soon enough, we are finally able to summon Slifer, the Sky Dragon. The power of my god cards are unmatched, but of course, now the Bakemono want to mess with me. Now, I want to see how Slifer functions in battle, so I'll decide to send him and also send DM to back him up. Meanwhile, back at home, we'll try and avoid a fight, but damn, they want us bad. Slifer gives us an easy win, and the Bakemono deal us a devastating loss. We got to pick off several units with our Millennium items, but we were outnumbered and outmatched by their superior army. It's just too tanky to break through. And in doing so, we've lost not only our lives, but the Millennium items as well. We'll keep Slifer going on his destructive rampage as it's the only good thing we have going at the moment, and we'll also get a giant soldier of stone to protect us. Slifer fires off his Regeki at the warlock soldiers, destroying them with ease, and he keeps firing multi-target and map-wide attacks, just wiping our opponent's field. Now, we can head up this way, but before we reach them, the warlock's dead. Well, that certainly makes the invasion easier. There's some independent armies we can clear out, but you know what? All we need is more tributes. Damn, I gotta kill these guys soon. But first I want to kill you. The temple district is a little understaffed. Might be the reason why the warlock died, but hey. An easy win for us. That's cool. Let's kill again. We attack the slums, ripping open the heavens and calling down almighty lightning on the defenders. We also can call upon some cloud elementals to assist, and the guards fall to our divine dragon. With that, we now control half the capital, but we want more. Slifer produces us a successful siege and another victory. Now, I want to wait for some reinforcements before we go for the final district, but Slifer doesn't want to wait and decides to rush recklessly into battle. Turns out, he's semi-stupid, so if he has movement, he'll just do whatever he wants, so we're gonna have to watch him try this solo. He quickly takes a ton of damage and is burning, and it's a race against time. His multi-target attacks let him wipe enemies at a great pace, but he's just able to survive. But there's still no time to rest. Bakemono are moving up north of my other city near spawn, but we do have some defenses, enough to scare them off. Slifer's performance has been amazing, so I feel pretty comfortable in summoning another god card. The Winged Dragon of Ra. He's gonna be great. but before he joins Slifer, Slifer is a little hungry, so we'll get him a snack. Ah, good boy. Now it's time for Dark Magician to lead my 2 god cards into battle. This tower shall be ours. Our gods aren't fazed by the arrows they're shooting, and instead Oh, Ra brings his own flashbang. Shit again. Alright, I'm gonna wear sunglasses for my own protection. Now, despite the damage to my retinas, it was effective, so we can do that again. Go forth, my winged dragon of Ra. Shit, it still burns. Oh, and there's another Bakemono army. This dude is the guy who's loaded up on our Millennium items. Now we gotta be careful, but I think we have this. Battle begins and we quickly decimate a ton of them. They'll keep swinging on us, but our god cards are too strong to be harmed. But then Ra becomes a super mega chicken and flees from the battlefield after getting feared. This puts Dark Magician on the front lines as he and Slifer try to fight off the rest. Dark Magician eventually falls in battle, Ra is a pussy, but Slifer proves that he is the greatest and is able to finish this fight himself. With this, we'll return them both to our Pharaoh, but another Bakemono army appears and I don't want to give him a chance to grow. I also want to get ready to take back our original base, so I've built up another army and added some more units. We're ready to move. We siege the guard tower with our catapults before sending our Curse of Dragon to burn down the gates. As we break in, the harpies flank from the sides and we tear them apart, taking the tower. And now we get to summon our final god card, Obelisk, the Tormentor. Oh yes, we're now ready to send those Bakemono back to the Shadow Realm. We'll also put pressure on the Bakemono living in our home by taking the port next to it. Our harpies have taken the brunt of their archers' attacks, but we smash down the gates, and while we keep picking them off with our magic, we'll secure ourselves a citadel in our old territory, where we can now call upon reinforcements. Though the Bakemono used this chance to send a powerful army northern to take the town. The only defense it had was the Chimera, and it didn't do much damage to any of them. But if we want damage, we have gods. And with their combined might, they're able to easily grind down pathetic Bakemono into the dirt. Our ranged AoE is far too much for them to stand against. And now, it's time we go home. Our other army rushes the walls of our former base, the Curse of Dragons spewing flames against their men, and we overtake their walls with unquestioned authority. We are home. Now more are hiding in the tower, so we'll turn that shit into an oven while our Pharaoh leads the god cards into the City of Scribes. These defenders had no chance, and we begin to rid Elysium of their presence. We go forward with repeated battles, taking some losses but coming out victorious. The pendulum swings hard in our favour, and our army was unquestionably the strongest in the game. Our opponents were losing steam, and it looked like nothing could stop our rampage. We even had new units to reinforce our armies. As long as we have our 3 ancient Egyptian god cards leading the battle, we can never be stopped by any of these weak armies. Hey, where did Obelisk go? Shit, he got banished. Well, let's kill someone in retaliation, and... oh, I found him. Luckily, he's able to just plane shift and return from the different dimension, though he pops up all the way in the northeast corner. Well, our other 2 gods can make do and handle these battles themselves, while Obelisk moves down to meet up with us. We'll deal with some formidable Bakemono armies, but really we're just able to tear into them far too easily. We'll also give Obelisk a chance to run wild. We see him take down a town solo and he shows off his kit. They don't like that and will try and jump him, but while he's quickly surrounded, he can tear the earth asunder. You think some creepy ass turtle guys can keep him down? The Bakemono numbers are dwindling and it looks like they've made a terrible mistake as we crush the remaining yokai. And now, it's time. The Pharaoh and Obelisk have been reunited. We fire off multiple map-wide attacks, wiping out most of their units and then grinding them down, down, down again, until they are all finally slain. We'll now buff up our army some more with a few additional monsters and we'll split that with our other army. We do find them held up in a mountain stronghold, but the army's kinda pathetic. They have a lot of archers, but nothing scary, and will happily wipe them away. From here, another army tries fleeing through the trees, but really, they're not even worth fighting with the god cards. We'll send some dragons, Gaia the Fierce Knights, and a bit of magic is all we need to wipe them out, as that was their final army. With this, we've successfully won the duel and claimed Elysium for ourselves. We can sit down and praise be to Slifer, the greatest god card which absolutely carried us. And with that, I hope you guys all enjoyed. Have a good one, and I'll see you all next time.